Hi everyone, it's ALICIA PLOSZ, MRS.CURVE. I am the reigning international curve queen. Excuse me, and welcome to Body Confidence, where we learn to embrace thy beautiful selves, whatever that looks like. Happy Wednesday. I'm excited to be here. So for me, it's morning. I'm in Canada and it is 10 a.m. So where are you from? Where are you joining us from? What time of day is it for you? I'm always so excited to see where you're popping in from and where you're at in your day. I love technology and the way that it is connecting everybody, especially at this time in the world and in our lives right now, where it's kind of like unsure times where some people are working from home and some people are safe at home and some people are at their offices and some people are at the end of the day, some people are at their beginning of their days, and I'm on coffee in the morning and some people are on dinner time, and I'm always curious to see where you are and where you are in your day. So for me, it's morning, so good morning, and have a fantastic day. And if it's your evening, good evening, and I hope you had a great day. So I don't have all the answers, but through my journey towards self-love and body confidence, I have learned a couple of things that have put me in the path of, and have put myself in the path of some amazing people that have immensely helped me to put tools in my mental and emotional toolbox to make me more confident and to be a better human being, as I feel. And you know what? The quote that I want to start the day off to is you can still love yourself and be a work in progress, right? So there's always going to be somebody that we can learn from. So you may be that somebody that we should learn from, and you may know somebody that we should learn from. So if you are that somebody, or you know somebody that you think would be fantastic on this show, please comment or private message me and tell me why, because I would love to hear from you. I am so excited to meet you and know about you and hear your story. And I feel that somebody else could find some valuable tools to put in their toolbox to make them better. So today I have a wonderful, beautiful guest, Lisa BABINEAU, and she very well could have that tool that you need today to help you to be more mentally healthy and emotionally stable, to be more successful in your life. And I hope that there is something each week that you can glean from this experience to make you more confident in who you are as a person, because everybody deserves to be happy. And so I'm going to introduce you to my beautiful friend Lisa, and we're going to chitty chat today, and that you will love her as much as I do, because she is one of my favorite humans in the whole wide world. So we'll see. First try, you jumped right on. That was awesome. I never, when I got on the first time on the Miss Globe one, it was like false start. So that was great.
Good. Good. How are you?
I'm great. How's your day?
Good. Yeah.
Good.
Now that I got this all down pat.
You look beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. So do you.
Thanks. So, Lisa BABINEAU. I have known Lisa for years. Lisa is one of my bestest friends in the whole wide world, so I'm excited to share her with everybody that's watching today. So, Lisa, do you want to just tell us a tiny bit about yourself? Like
Sure.
who you are?
Sure. So my name is Lisa BABINEAU, and I am a Stony Plain, Alberta local consignment store for ladies owner who specializes in style and fashion. I'm a mom of 5 teenagers, 4 boys and a girl. My household is busy, so when I'm not in my store dressed up, I'm usually in some quadding gear and getting muddy. Yeah, I'm somebody who's very driven and very focused on always growing as a person. I'm someone who believes in learning self-confidence daily. I am someone who works really hard. I've been married and with my husband for 10 plus years. So him and I have grown through a lot together. And yeah, I run a lot of style with courage workshops. I'm just currently working with a book that I'm trying to write. It's going to take me some time. So yeah, that's a bit about me.
That's exciting. Okay, so your store is called Twice as Nice, and There's a tiny little bit behind the name of your store. Can you just fill us in why you chose the name Twice as Nice for your store? It's got a dual purpose meaning for you.
Yeah, so Twice as Nice is to me a second time around. I'm a second marriage, blended family. I believe everyone gets a second chance to view themselves, to see themselves in a better way all the time. So Twice as Nice is, to me, it's very meaningful because I think sometimes we have to go through battles and stuff I believe a lot in we need to see ourselves the way somebody else sees us. So that second set of eyes is like people are seeing you twice as nice more than you see yourself sometimes. So that's where it comes from.
Mm-hmm. And it's a consignment store, so the clothes are twice as nice second time around too. So I love it. I love it. It's great. So so a lot of you don't know is I met Lisa the very first big step in my personal pageant journey. So when I was brand new into the pageant world, I had so I did not have a dress, and I decided that I was going to do pageants, and I was Mrs. Alberta, and I was going towards the Mrs. Canada pageant, and I was brand new in the pageant world, never really wore formal wear or done anything pageanty before. And one of the moms on my son's hockey team said, "Oh, on Facebook Marketplace, I saw this dress. I think it looked really pretty on you. You should go try it on." So then I messaged Lisa, did not know who you were at the time, and I said, "I'd like to come to your store and try on this dress." I did not know anything about you, and I met you the very first dress I ever tried on towards the pageant, which is a dress that I purchased and wore on stage. And since every pageant I've been in, all of the Mrs. Globe pageants, on stage in China, in Palm Springs, in Canada, I've wore dresses from your consignment store, right? So we have actually been on this pageant journey together, and our friendship has grown since then. So it's pretty, I think that everything is serendipitous for a reason, and it's pretty great.
Too. Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
So when you are ready to level up in life and take a change, sometimes life puts a tool in your toolbox or somebody in your path that's going to help you to be more, you're like, for a reason, if that makes sense. And so I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so that was like a little like random side note, sorry. Off topic. Okay, so you have name brand clothing in your store. You do online shopping parties where you get new items in and you promote them online so people can comment first dibs. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I'm a certified stylist, so I focus a lot. My education background is makeup artistry as well as aesthetics. So in the last 3 years, I've gone and taken courses on women's body shapes and how women dress on their mood shape and intentions. And my goal is for less. So consignment is huge for, first of all, the environment. So what I do, I specialize in teaching people on trends and having a few items here and there that can be a capsule feature item in your closet that you can wear season round, and how to wear a dress in the fall and wear a dress in the winter and still have it in the summer with just adding certain things. I'm very much someone who teaches women how to dress their largest organ on their body, which is their skin. And I think sometimes it's easy, no matter what we're feeling, we can go into our, we change 100 times in the morning if we're not feeling 100% in our lives. So it's when our husbands come home and they're like, "What happened in here?" And you're just like, "I had to get out the door because I was too late because I changed 100 times." Or if there's things like formal wear, like Alicia, I met her, we definitely hit it off, but it was nerve-wracking for me. It was my very first formal dress in my store, and she was the very first person to come in and try it. And we taught each other a lot. So that's my goal in my store, is to have my clients continue to teach me things while I'm teaching them. I specialize a lot with women, ages 25 and older. I think it's very forgotten. A lot of people address teens, preteens, bullying for kids. And I think us women or moms, you know, usually 25-ish and older, are kind of put off to the side. Like, we've been there, we've done this. And I think we lose ourselves, especially going into our 30s. We lose ourselves going into close to our 40s. So women are always having that gap of what's next, and am I doing enough? And then that kind of goes back into our images and our clothing. And that's where I balance it. Mm-hmm.
In different stages of your lives, your identity takes a shift or a change, and sometimes we get stuck in a style rut. So having a little bit of courage where you come in to give them a little guidance is important. So I feel like for you personally, how I like to interpret you, this is my interpretation of you, is philanthropy should come out of you. Like, your doing should come out of your being. And so your background is sales prior to, and your passion and your education is fashion, but you're passionate about self-love and body acceptance. So you have created a marriage of all three, right? And so through your store, you do a women's group called Style with Courage. So that's where you invite women to come and gain their power back over and above your store. Can you tell me a little bit about that? I think this is really important. I love this little separate aspect of who you are that you bring to your store that I feel nobody else does. So can you just tell us a little bit about that workshop?
So it's tattooed on me. That's how important it is to me. Style with Courage to me is something that I started, I don't want to say accidentally, but it was something that just came into my mind 2 years ago. And I was sitting in my living room where I am now, and I just realized that the amount of people that were looking at me as being just the store owner, just quick background, we have a small city and a town that are very connected, Spruce Grove, Alberta, and Stony Plain, Alberta. So I've been in this community for a long time. So the more people that were, you know, looking up to me, the more people I was working with coming into my store to get to know me, I realized there was a huge gap. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't just with a small percentage of my clients. It was a large amount of women. And I knew that this was my calling to make a difference. And part of my Style with Courage workshops is I don't teach anything that I haven't been through myself.
Right.
So in my 20s, I battled with an eating disorder, and I was a young mom at 18 years old. All these things that women aren't 100% confident with. I found that it was constantly going into that second guessing their courage because they felt their style wasn't working, or second guessing their style because they had no courage. And those are where my words came in, because I'm just like, wait a minute, I need to make a difference. I need to put these workshops together and work with these women because that's what's important to me. And I just wanted to share the knowledge and share that second set of eyes and share the love. That's what my book is going to be called as well, Style with Courage, that I'm writing right now. You know, I'm not a small girl, so, you know, I never have been, you know, but I know going into life is we're wasting too much time attacking our image and too much time wasting time on what we aren't seeing. So my workshops were teaching people to see themselves the way everybody else in the workshops are seeing them. And I taught a lot on style, a lot on seasonal colors, a lot of body shapes. Women think, you know, you're only one shape, you're a pear shape, you're an apple shape. No, I have a hard time sometimes with those online questionnaires to figure out your body size and what style, because all women carry actually 2 to 3 shapes in their body size. I'm apple shaped, I'm athletically shaped, and I'm also a little bit of a triangle shape. So, you know, there's so much that we don't know, and that's what I want to bring to women, so it's easy for them and they can just, you know, see themselves and love themselves.
Right. I want to circle back. You said that you like to bring the love, like when you're saying, to the community. And it's true, full transparency. Like you said, you bring a lot of who you are to it, and that's what's unique about it. You're not just a store. You're you bring your brand to everything you do. So you do bring a lot of love. You fully are transparent. If someone is struggling, you're like, you know what, I get that. This is what I went through, and you share who you are. You just give your heart. You give your heart, and you lay it all out there. You put it down, right? So when someone is like, oh, I'm feeling sad or whatever, you will sit there and you will talk with them and you will just share your heart with them. And that is so important. You're not just a business owner, you're their friend. And that takes courage there too, to be so, to share a little bit of your heart and soul with people, because you open yourself to a whole another thing too, right? Because if you give a lot of yourself, it's draining, it's emotionally draining, it's a lot. And your workshops are beautiful, and you've created such a strong, like, I've been in your store, you have such a strong, like, loyalty from your people. Your people love you. They like your store. It's a great store, but they come because they love you. And that's awesome. Like, that's really great. It feels good. It feels good, right? And so your store has grown. Like, you've grown out of your store 4 times in 5 years. So that's amazing. Like, it's not just a consignment store. It's different. And that's why I was really excited that you were able to be my guest today, is because there's a lot of my words are gone today, sorry. So the topic is body confidence. And so it's not about the size you wear, it's how you wear the size. And you do things that are a little bit different. You do personal shopping appointments after hours, one-on-one. So you will close down the store and a woman could come in and you will put her in a change room and you will help her to feel her best. So if a woman has gained weight or lost weight or had a baby or is now going back into the workforce or coming out of the workforce, I remember I was talking to a lady that was in your store the one day I was there, and she's like, yeah, I was a legal clerk for X a number of years, and now I'm retired and we bought a lake lot. I don't know how to wear yoga pants. And I laughed at her and she's like, no, I don't. And I'm like, oh, that's all I wear. And it was funny to me because that is my life, because I'm a young mom and I do all these things, and I live in yoga pants, and I never thought of it the other way around, that she wore nylons and heels and pantyhose, and now she's not and did not know how to just be a casual dresser. But she had a private appointment with you and you were teaching her how to dress down, right? And you do it reversed. And that's a cool aspect to it, that some people are insecure dressing up, some people are insecure dressing down, some people are just insecure getting dressed in the morning. And you just have to be confident with who you are, and you're helping women to be confident with who they are by offering these different appointments: a personal shopping appointment, a Style with Courage workshop, having different sizes. You have a plus size section, you have regular size sections. You do the online shopping, so during COVID, if they're not comfortable leaving their home, they can sit at home and shop online. You will ship to them. So it's very multidimensional and very encouraging and welcoming. Your store has very different facets, and I'm very excited to share you with the world in Mrs. Globe and through the Body Confidence. So if you were to say what your favorite thing about what you're doing with your store next, like what you have going on right now, because post-COVID, COVID was scary. You didn't know what was going on. Your store was closed. Where do you feel like online you have a lot going on? How do you feel that has helped you, or like with your store? Like what's happening with your store now that you're online? Your online shopping parties, what's going on?
So it's been nice because I have COVID was as much as it's been, it is still not a great thing going on in our world. For me, I can say my shift was to find a way to give these women the same twice as nice effect in their home. So I'm like, what can I do? Where do I start? And social media is our gift. That's it's amazing. So I'm like, here it is. I'm going to get on live and I'm going to, do live shopping parties. And the nice thing about those live shopping parties is it gives me the ability to sell these items and how to wear them. So even if they're not necessarily picking that one item because it's the wrong size. I'm giving them ideas, and then people are giving me requests. But it's also brought me to the idea of expanding through a website to go, well, right now, Canadian and US wide, where I can share the gift of describing and selling and creating the environment through a website for people all over Canada and the US to start posting their items, and me doing the promoting and selling for them, and having them ship directly to people and expanding into other things like men's clothes and stuff like that. COVID has been something that has expanded me and has made me think outside the box. And I think that's easy too for us as, if you've done something that was like on your bucket list, it's easy to kind of just never look back at it again and create a new idea around it. So business wise, that's what it's done for me, is Twice as Nice is now ready to grow and, I'm going to say explode. It's happening. I'm a little bit, I have a great team in my store, and I have, you know, a great business designing all my website stuff right now and new. But it's nice because it's bringing me out of my comfort zone again, and it's putting me back into a new, you know, process of thinking within the store and doing things more online. So everyone still has that option if you're not comfortable quite yet to get out in the world, or you want to just be doing a private shopping party. And, you know, bridal's a big thing too. You know, I'm still giving, you know, a lot of people have lost their jobs and stuff and have weddings coming up, and I'm giving them the chance to still buy a wedding dress for less, right? And a brand new one with tags on it and having that stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, like it's great. I know I had a pageant girl in there last week that came in and she was looking for one pageant dress, but your sale was so great she ended up buying two for the price of one. And that two together at your discount was actually cheaper than one even on sale in the store, like a brand name. And one of them had tags on still. And it's great. Like you offer name brand stuff, and consignment is amazing. I always feel like my husband's like, I like to shop. He knows this. I know this. Shopping is fun for me. And what I like about shopping is I can sign your store. So I take my stuff in and then I get a credit, but lots of times I'll just leave my credit there. It's like exchanging. It's not really like shopping because I consign and then I shop and then I use my credit. So I'm not actually like spending money. I'm just exchanging my clothing. So it's kind of, I'm just recycling and I'm just helping the environment, right? I feel like I'm doing better. So it's my way of shopping without feeling guilty about it, right? And having to justify my purchases sometimes.
It's true. A lot of husbands are like, what is this Twice as Nice place? And that's a nice thing, is you can wear your items for a couple months and bring them in and say, I consigned, you can wear my items for a couple months and bring those in. And then maybe, you know, a lot of times you'll notice on my Let Me Dress You appointments, I'll highlight the person because you won't realize it when you're shopping, or you won't realize it when I'm dressing you. Is I'm actually going to show you that every item you bought, a majority of it is one person, because that's your style, they're your sizing. So people come in now and they're like, hey, did 36 drop off? I'm really looking for, I loved what I bought from her before. So it's that kind of that relationship, to know that even shopping within our consignment store is easy. You don't want to sift, we're taking care of that. It's an overwhelming experience, especially for me teaching my team and stuff of how to be stylists, teaching them to be my assistants and stuff. They're learning so much about themselves as well. And, you know, it's a great family environment for clients and staff and myself, to have that. So.
And especially like, because you do offer formal wear, like big ticket items. So I know for me personally, the black dress I wore in China, I wore it, but I've been photographed in it, I wore it on stage. I probably won't wear that one again anytime soon. So I did. I purchased it from your store, I wore it there, I got it cleaned, I reconsigned it. I used that money and bought another dress that I wore when I went to Palm Springs. So like a bigger ticket item where you're spending a lot of money, they do look beautiful in your closet, they look very pretty, but you probably won't wear them again, right? So stuff like that are fantastic to consign as long as they're in good condition. Why not let someone else love it like you did, right?
Yeah, and that's what I teach a lot too, is don't hold on to your stuff. Like, you know, make yourself feel refreshed and new all the time. So if it's a wedding dress, I get that, but we hold on to the memory more now in this day and age than we have to hold on to that dress. So to get your max amount of money out of something is don't keep it too long. And women are super attached. We're attached to our feelings of ourselves, and we're attached to our, you know, our items, but knowing too that our body shapes change so dramatically every 5 to 10 years that if you have a couple pairs of jeans in your closet, it's not going to fit you the same way, even if you're going to be the same weight. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we'll lose weight or gain weight, and we want to get back into those goal, you know, items and clothing. And reality says you won't get back into them. Like, your body changes, and that's my goal and job, to constantly share that with everyone and just be like, it's okay. Let's find you the same brand, same color, but let's find you the new shape, you know, to make you still feel amazing. And instead of women realizing that clothing, you know, goes on our shapes, is also teaching women that a lot of, you know, manufacturers and stuff carry a lot of different styles. You know, we can still get you the same sizing even. You just might need that different shape of jeans or different, you know, high-rising pants. Just things change. So,
well, I'm tall, and I didn't realize I'm short-waisted. I have long legs. Things you don't know. And so you told me this years ago. You're like, you need to wear a petite jacket. I'm not a petite person. I've never been a petite person. But because my measurement from here to here is petite, game changer, I was like, never have I been petite. But I need to wear a long pant and a petite jacket because of where my waist sits. I have a petite jacket, instantly game changer. Now I like to wear like suits. I like to wear blazers. I never liked that stuff before because I didn't know how to dress. I didn't know I was short-waisted. I didn't realize that. I knew I had long legs. I didn't, you know what I mean? But you're like, oh, try this petite jacket on. It'll fit you. And I'm like, I'm not petite. There's nothing about me petite. You're like, it's the way that it's cut here. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. But it totally changed. It, like, right, you don't know till you know. And now I know, and I'm like, oh, I can wear a petite jacket. But that's something that never would have I thought that petite just means tiny to me. It didn't mean short-waisted. I didn't know. You know that. That is your gift to me, and I am appreciative of it. So if you could leave everybody with one body confident message that you would like to empower on us, please do so.
My biggest message, I think, that I would say today is give yourself the chance to view yourself the way someone else is viewing you. Take that compliment. If somebody says you look good, try to say thank you faster than your thought. That would be my biggest, boldest thing. You know, we're easily, you know, it's easy for us not to accept a compliment. Just know that somebody else is seeing that in you. And, you know, shame on you for denying that compliment. So,
I love that. That's awesome. That's empowering. I like that's great. That was a great one. Can you share your social media with us and where they can view your online shopping and maybe get in contact with you if they're interested, please?
You bet. So you can find me on Instagram at twiceasnicelb, which is twice as nice, and then LB stands for Lisa Babineau. And then on Facebook, you can find me at Twice as Nice Consignment and More. And on my YouTube channel, you can find me at Twice as Nice, one word, capital T, small a, and capital N.
Perfect. And you can post that in the comments after as well, and with your link so that they can follow you or check you out, because you're wonderful and I think you should share yourself with the world. So thank you everyone for tuning in today. It was fantastic. So on Friday, I'm going to be subbing in for Andrea on transitioning with Grace. Sorry, my first time. I will have to practice that. Transitioning with Grace on Friday with me as a sub-in, and then Monday with Dr. Tracy, self-love recovery coach, owner of MRS.GLOBE, on her half hour of personal power. Be sure to tune in for your daily dose of positivity on the MRS.GLOBE IGTV. You can follow me at Alicia PLOSZ on my personal page at Mrs.Curve Globe, and here on MRS.GLOBE. So today is your day to have a fantastic day. Don't waste it. You are beautiful, brilliant, and brave. Enjoy your day, and I will see you next week.
Thank you.